Remember this quilt? Well, I have a request to make one and make it a summer quilt. So let's get started. Okay, I couldn't find any blue to make the background blocks, so I have a curtain here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the curtain apart to make the background. And we'll start with that. Well, that ruffles have got a lot, doesn't it? Alright, let's see where we got to go to from here. There we go. We got that taken care of. Now we're going to take care of the top. I'm going to rip it down. I'm just cutting off the seams. Taking out the seams is all. Now I'm down to the material, which that's what we want. This right here. So I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to use this to make the background fabric. If I can get it. It's kind of weird how it's not cut straight. So, let's see how I can do it this way. Cut 2 of them at a time. We need 20 blocks or 21 blocks so we can make the pillow as well. So let's see what we can do without making it. There we go. Now I have this big ruler. Now I want to go more towards this end and try to save this up here for like the border or whatever else I want to use this for. So we are going to start hacking it right here. So I need 20 of these. So I'm going to get busy and I'm going to cut me out 20 of these background fabrics to start this summer quilt. Now if you're wondering what a summer quilt is, a summer quilt is a quilt top and a back without the batting. So let's get busy and let me get these done. And I need 10 of these. And then I have a pink color that I'm going to use with another one. It's going to be pink, and blue. Okay, I have my pink and my blue. Now what I'm going to do is set that out of the way. I have my round circle, and now I have a yard here. I will not need a whole yard, but I'm going to draw a circle around, and this is a layer of 4. So I'm going to be cutting 4 of them at a time, and I'm going to make 6 circles. So I will have enough to go with every block that I've got. I'd rather have too many circles than not enough circles. I can always make something else out of the circle and all. So this is the way I like to do it. So now that I have them drawn, I'm going to take my cutter and I'm going to, well, open it up there, trim that off because I don't need that no more. Oh. Okay, now, kind of line them back up, I'm going to cut down the middle in between them, like that, and in between it like that, and then down the middle. Okay. Then I'm going to take pins, and I'm going to pin all of them. And if they're not cut, cut them. Okay. What in the world? Oh man, that's not good right there. That ain't good. Messed up my line. Okay. Try to figure this out. I don't understand how come that does that. I changed the blade. I hope I didn't get my old blade and put it back in there. Oh well. Let's see what we're going to do here. Okay, I'm going to fix this one later. What I'm trying to do is get them all separated so we can move on to the next step. I will fix those later. Alright, now that I have it down like this, I have a pin in it. What I do is I take my blade and I go around as much as I can on the corners. But with a better blade. I'm going to go check this blade out. And like that right there. Okay. And then I go through and then I trim up what I didn't get. Alrighty. Last corner. But that's the way you do the circles. And then that way, then you got them. And you do all of them like that. And you need 9 colors. So there you see 3 colors. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then you have to have the middle ones too. What you put in the middle. And I picked this one for the middle. And I picked this one for the middle. So, now we just need to continue on and get them all cut out so we can start putting this bad baby together. Figured I ought to show you that there's 2 different type circles here. I have a small one and a little bit bigger one. And this right here will be put in the middle of them. So when I get them all ready to go and all, I'll let you see what they look like. Okay, let me show you how we're going to put the flower on it. We have, we're going to get one of each one of our circle, and we're going to put it on here. Each one, and just lay it down. Now then, we're going to take the last one, we're going to pick up the first one, and we're going to put it underneath there. And now it looks like this. Now we want to try to straighten them all out to make sure that they're in the middle of the block. Or at least as close as we can to the middle of the block. Scoot it down just a little bit. Now on the blue one, I am putting a purple in the middle. And on the pink block, I'm putting the darker one. Alright, and then we take watered down glue and we paint it on here. Because all we want to do is make it stiff enough so we can applicate it. I mean, you can go and get all that spray and everything that's expensive, but I don't do expensive. I do as cheap as possible and get my job done and all, and I have fun doing it. And then we just paint it all down and all, and don't worry about it hurting your mat. All you have to do is wash your mat off, because it don't do nothing. I have another one of these videos that I have done the same quilt on, and I did the same thing with my mat underneath me. And that's about it. And now you just set it aside and let it dry. Just make sure they're all laying down. And then you just let it dry. And let me show you what the pink one looks like. Can you see the pink ones? Ain't they pretty? So now we'll just let them dry, and it'll take me a little while to do these. Alright, we want to look through our blocks here. You see how stiff they are? That's the way we want it. We'll get one here instead of two. You see here, we want them stiff. So all these are here are pretty good. Now, this one right here, it's stiff, but it's coming loose. We're not going to worry about that. But if it was like flimsy like this, we need to do it again and all. And we have the pink ones, all them done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take them to the sewing machine, and we're going to zigzag all the way around. So I'm going to go see which zigzag I want, and then I'll meet you at the sewing machine. Okay, I found my zigzag that I want. So I'm going to show you how to do one. I have yellow. I'm going to start off with yellow for these blue blocks. And all I'm going to do is just go around the outside of the middle petal. Go all the way around the outside of the middle petal. I'm still sick, but I'm tired of staying in the bed. I gotta get up, I gotta do. Okay, now that we're here, we're going to go on down to the next petal, and we are going to set our needle, and we're going to turn it to where we're going up on the next petal around. And we're going to put it in, sew it all the way around. Now when we get to the next petal, go a couple into it. Lift up your needle, go down, get it where it's loose. Go down to back to your middle petal, to the middle one. Take your thread, push it over to where your petal is, right. Let me get this one. Right here, on this right here, and pull your thread to where it's going along with it. And then you go down, and it will hide that thread. And you don't have to cut that thread, and it'll hold it. And you do all of them the same. And I'll show it to you when we get done. Hey, can you see this line that's right in here? This is what I'm talking about. You just pull it and let it go right into the stitches. But you go all around this first, and then you pick the closest one. Like if you started here, and you go to this next one, and then you go around the outside of it, and just pull your string up to it, you know, right around here, and that right there stitch will gather it in there, and you won't have a bunch of strings to try to cut off. See that block? Take a good look at it. Now look at this block. Take a good look at it. Can you tell me which block is backwards? Let's look at a blue one. Now let's go back and let's look at this one. Now let's look at this one. If you said this block right here is backwards, you're right. And I sewed it anyway. Okay. I've got all my blocks done. And I set them up in the fours, starting with pink, then go blue, pink, blue, and then I go blue, pink, so they mix them up. So now I need to fix the sashings in the middle. So I got a yellow, and I figured I'd put the yellow in there. I think that would turn out really pretty with the yellow in there. So we are going to trim this down. Okay, and then I'm going to make them 3 inches. So let me turn this around so I can get to it right and not hurt myself while I'm doing it. And we're going to go 3 inches. Okay, keep getting that off. Alright, so there's one. So now let's do it like this. Get rid of that. And let's just see what they're going to look like. We have a blue one up here. And we have a pink one right here. And then, yeah, I think that's going to look good. Okay, so now, these right here are 12 and a half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one side off. And turn it around. And go down. And cut 12 and a half. Now, we need 16 of these. If my math is right today, I've been sick. So, I'm hoping I'm right. 16 of these. So, I'm going to get busy and I'm going to cut them out. And then I'm going to sew. I'll cut them out and then I'll be back. Okay. I got the 16 cut out. So now, I am going to take and I'm going to sew them, each one, to the one side of them, until I get them all of them done. I don't need the bottom one done, and I don't need the top done. So, I'll have to lay them out like this. And this one goes to this one, and then this one goes to this one, and then on up. So, I'm going to make a roll as I do it. So, we'll be back when I get me some rolls. Well, I'm working on my blocks and getting them ready. But look what happened. She came back, and she's in a playful mood. Okay, the girl I'm making this quilt for seen this pattern of these hearts, and she fell in love with it. So if you have any of this left over, put it in there. So, I made cornerstones. And now, in between, this right here is what I got left over. I'm going to put it on the back of the pillow. So in between these blocks is going to be one of these blocks, and it's going to look like this. Oh, nope, I'm going to have another one of these. Sure tell I'm sick. I'm having trouble concentrating what I need to do here. So it'll be like this. So those are going to be the cornerstones. And I think it's going to look real pretty. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to sew all these right here together. And then I'm going to sew them to these and all. So, I'm going to get busy with that. This is 3 by 3. And this is 3 by 12 and a half. Okay, let me show you how I'm putting them on. I'm bringing it over here where I can get my paws on it. And then I'm laying it out. And then I'm taking the first one and I'm laying it on it. And I'm locking my seams. And I'm putting a pin in it. And then I'm taking it back to the beginning of this one. And I'm pinning it. I'm going in the middle and I'm pinning it. And then I'm going right here and I'm locking the seams here. And then I'm going to the next one. I don't know if you can see me right there or not. But I lock the seams and pin it. And then go back. And I do this all the way down. So far, so good. They are doing really good. They're locking together really good. I'm really happy with the way this is going. You know, it looks really good. You know, I just hope it comes out just as good. But this is the way I do it. Coming in my room to work on my quilt, and look, there she is on my quilt. What am I to do now? Oh no, what is she doing? Are you purring? Yeah, you are. You're happy that you're on my quilt, aren't you? I got my quilt top done. Now, I found some more of this cornerstone material. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get 2 inches so I could go around the outside border. And then this one right here, I'm not for sure how big it is. But I take the bigger piece and I put it at the top, which is 4.5. So, you know, that right there works out pretty good. So I'm going to try to get 2 inches so I can go all the way around with this right here if I've got enough of it. So we're going to give that a shot and see what we could do with that to get enough to go all the way around. And then I'll show it to you when I get back. Here is the one block that I showed before. Now, Goldie is going to try to tell me what's wrong with it. Let's see if he can figure it out.
What's wrong with it?
Mm-hmm.
It got one circle in there that's different.
Nope, they're all the same. All the colors are the same in the circle. I think he's going to give up. Alright, we'll be back when he does. What's up? So here we're going to show it to him. You see how this one goes around this way? Mm-hmm. Alright, this right here goes around this way. It's backwards.
Sure is.
Yeah. I think he was stunned. Okay, I have 2-inch binding on this side, 4 inches on the top, 2 inches on the bottom, and it's looking really good. Now, my next move is to put a 3-inch border around it with yellow. So I'm going to get busy with that, and I'll get that done, and then I'll be back. Here's the owner of the quilt. Now, let's see if she can pick out the block. Now, one of these blocks is messed up. Let's see if you can pick it out.
Out of these 3?
Uh-huh, out of them 3. Alright, we'll be back when she gives up. But this one is backwards than this one. If you see they go this way.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah. Those are going to be the pillow. Alright, there we go with another good fun one. Okay, I've got both of the borders on. Let's see if we can walk down here. See here, I got this one on and this one on. Now, I've got it laid out this way. But now I need to turn it around so I can put it on the back. And this is what the back's going to look like. These are here little flowers on it. I thought this right here would be great because of the flowers that are on here. So, now all I need to do is turn it over, and I'm going to pin it all the way around, leaving an opening. And then, after I sew it, and I leave my little opening on it, then I'll be back. Okay, I've got it done all the way around and pinned up. Can you see the pins in it? This is harder than it is with the batting on it, because it wants to, like right in here where you're sewing it, it wants to gather up. So it doesn't want to lay exactly flat. So it's better with the batting in it. Now, what are you that we don't see too many of these? But with me, I'm going to learn a process to make it easier. So, I'm going to take all these pins out, and I'm going to level it all up, trim it off, and everything. And then I'll let you see the unveiling of turning it right side. Okay, let's turn this thing the right way now. So I got all the pins out, and I cut everything off that needed to be cut off, and I fixed my corners, so hopefully they'll come out. So we'll see how it works out now. Haha, looks like it's turning out pretty cool. But even without that, we need to take care of our corners. Need to take care of all the corners. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go lay it out on the bed and let you look at it. And I'll finish doing this. Here it is. Ain't it pretty? I like the way that it's turned out. I think this is prettier than the last one I done. Yep. She's going to be getting a nice one, ain't she? Alright, now my next thing I need to do is I need to take and figure out how to attach this to the back. So what I'm going to do, I know I need to attach this. So I'm going to go around, I'm going to put my pins in it, and I'm going to figure out what to do to attach it. And when I figure that out, then I'll be back. Okay, I sewed it here, here, and here. And then down the middle of it, let's find the middle of it, which it's probably somewhere else than I'm looking. Okay, I've lost it. Hang on. Down the middle of it somewhere. I'll find it. That yellow blends right in. But right down the middle of it, right here, down the middle of the blanket, I sewed it all the way down right in here. So that right there should hold it all together and all. Because it don't really need too much whenever you don't have all that batting in there. So, there's what I did there. Well, I have to say, This quilt is the most beautifulest quilt I have done. I love it. I love the colors. I love everything about it, even right down to the pillow. Now, the pillow, the backing of it is all one piece and mitered right here in the corners. So, it don't matter if you have it like that or the other way. It's still pretty. And I hope my daughter loves it. Well, there it is. I hope you enjoy. Bye.